This broadcast is presented to you by Mayo Clinic, the #1 hospital in the world.
So welcome back now, ladies and gentlemen, here to Dubai Polo Equestrian Club. And so our next game here this afternoon of our trifecta is Equity Polo versus Bindrai, both having had a win so far. And in the pink shirts, we'll have Equity in the white of Bindrai. So for Equity Team Polo, playing at number 1 is Aiden Kamawi. At number 2, Alejandro Golan. At 3, Kaku Raja. At 4, Juju Colombres. And for Bindrai, Manu Perez Altuna. Playing at number 1 on 2 goals. Faku Kelly at 2. Siru Turi at 3. And Balthazar Jaureche. At number 4, there's 11 goals versus 12, so we'll have a half a goal start, I believe. In favour of Bindrai with Manu in the red helmet there. In the white shirt of Bindrai and the number 1 shirt on. So the umpire's just having a quick word. And the umpire being Peter Wright and Chris Hyde just having a quick word with them now. About, guys, let's lose the chit-chat. Keep it clean, otherwise you will be technicaled. And we have half a goal start here. It is to Bindrai, being the 11 from the 12 goals. And so, see there on Ali Gowlands and also on Aiden's, he's both got the blockets on, wisely so too, but ball's into play and looks to scramble to hold of that one is Gowland, but it looks like it is going to be sent up there by Oturi. He's looking to put that one out now for Altuna. Altuna on the play. Manu Perez goes underneath the neck, swoops it in towards the goal here now, does Manu. Gets away there from Juju, but he shows a little bit too much of that one, but he looks to try and get back onto it, but he's pushed further forward, and now they're all over the top of that. Who's going to be first round up onto this? It looks like it's Siru Oturi. Just the ball gets flicked on forward and we get a whistle on the play. He's waiting to be able to make the play but unable to do so because of too much traffic blocking. We can see on our replay he's waiting there and the round on the near side. Comes the pink shirt and he's just already been asked him to yield off, so we have a spot penalty it looks like in favour of Bindrai. And coming up with a little swipe shot in towards the goal there is Siru Turi, making it 1.5 goals. It is now to Bindrai. You can see on our replay. So 2 teams back in the midfield, just changing ends, of course. Umpire Hyde asking the 2 teams to come forward to the first tee, as it were, for the first line. Sends that ball into play. Coming away with it here now is Aiden. Aiden looks to yield off it now, but coming in and swooping that one away is Oturi whilst they just dither and try to make a decision. And Oturi going forward up towards the goal here now. It's a lovely approach shot, but it's just going a little bit towards the left. And has he got enough onto it or not? And yes, it's left and through the goal. It is for Siru Oturi. That's 2 goals back to back, 1 for the penalty spot. 1 from the good field running goal, and it is 2.5 goals now to Bindrai. So back to the middle of the field once again it is. Just get a whistle on there where he's just got to sort something out here now for Aiden. So now that he's got himself sorted out here now, thank you very much to Sebastian Amaya. And the 2 teams will line up here once again. The ball back into play from umpire Hyde. Out the back of the line out. He wanted it, but only comes halfway through. And it is Oturi up on the play here now. Going back with him there is Golan. But Oturi gets a little bit straight on that play. and sends that ball actually into the Equity tent, and so the ball will be dropped down for Equity to bring back into play once again here now. Kaku. And we've got a lot of blocking and marking going on. The primary might have just been interfered with there as well, so they just might have to tidy themselves up a little bit here. And so the ball's been placed now, and it's going to be a penalty in favour of Bindrai. So I want you to come round up onto this here now. Oh, he's still waiting for play to be called, just asking for people to get back behind the safety line. Yes, it's a safety zone for a reason, sir and madam. So goes with first time play, gives that ball a ride. It's going out towards the left-hand side, looking for it there. But unfortunately beats them out over the back line. So a good striking shot from Harechi, but just out wide. So bring it in here now is Araja. He's got players going one way, the other way. Gets told to use it, so usually he'll have to do so. Goes on the run here now. Does Kaku Raja. Kaku going back over there to help out is Columbus. Columbus slots in behind, but gets that one up the front door here now. Looking for Aiden. Aiden up onto the play here now. Looking to straighten himself up here now, and that is exactly what he does. We're trying to get back to him here, but he straightens himself up well. He's decided he better not leave it to him because the young man's going all the way. He has to put the pressure on, but there's no pink shirt to help him out, and a good backhand comes in there by Manu Perez. And trying to get back round onto this one here. Kelly just leaves that ball here now for Harechi, but it's taken control of it there. Does. Gowland flicks it up here for the forward once again, and looking to try and run this one through here now for Equity, but just goes a little wide there. Was Juju Colombres. And we're about halfway through the chukker, but let's see what the players decide. It looks like we are going for a free change. So there's a free change before anybody gets too excited out there. And so the score at the moment is 2.5 goals. This has been dry, with Equity unfortunately not just able to capitalise on that pressure at the Autodrone end. So, players who are going all the way down the other end of the field to go and pick up a pony as one decides to have a lie down. But we've got the drone in there of the umpires there at the drone end of the field, just waiting. As we're out halfway through. Chukker number 1. So players have got themselves mounted up, and there you see on for our Polo Line viewers. If you haven't done so already, make sure all the people here at the Polo Equestrian Club, make sure they do download the app of pololine.tv. Keep you up to date with all events throughout the world, live games, previous games, some wonderful interviews on there. Undoubtedly the top polo portal in the world. And so, players making their way back up. Equity on first, with Bindrai coming up behind. So after that attack, there was unfortunately unable to capitalise on by Equity. It'll be Bindrai, and it'll be Harechi to bring it into play here now. So players called. Harechi just taps this ball up forward. Cuts this one out wide here now, looking for Cyril. Cyril up onto the play. Uthuri keeps this ball moving forward. Coming in behind to give him support there is Alduna. Just couldn't quite pick it up. Gets told to leave it. Manu waits that ball away from the boards, but it comes off the back of the pony and goes down to the bottom corner. So Siru quickly onto it here now. Going back with him there is Kanawi, and he just has to check up and spin back round, and coming over the top of it also is Juju. So he settles himself down, looks to try and get his head down and heading in towards the goal here now, but showed a little bit too much of that one there to Kaku. Goes both sides of the horse, but ridden off well there by Siru, but the backhand comes in and it goes through the goal. So Siru Turi not wasting any time out here, seems to be scoring goals from all over the park here this afternoon. And you can see on a replay there, got himself forward, took the man and backed that ball in. So back to the middle once more. Ball back into play. At the front of the line, out it's court. Gowland wants a bit of that one there. Being hard pressurised by Manu. Flicks it out towards the side. Looks to try and pick that one up. There it does. Gowland just ridden off and taken off out of it there by Siru. Just a lovely classic open backhand, putting it up the field. Trying to get this one up for Kelly, but Kelly comes in. He's taken away from the play here by Kaku, showing his wares. Kaku on the near side. Leaves it now for Juju Colombres. Colombres on the play. And coming off the back of the line there comes Kaku coming in towards the middle of the field. Going over to him there is Kelly. Looks to come back inside. Pony just dancing around in front there. Goes out towards one side and off he goes again. Does Kaku Raja coming back to help out there. Is Gowland. Gowland decides to take Hawareche up here now. Sends that ball up, out wide here, out towards the side. And trying to get onto it is Kelly. Gets the near side backhand in front of Kaku, but it's picked up on the near side and intercepted well by Gowland. Gowland goes forward once again, but Hawareche thumps on into him here now and takes the ball forward on his near side. Back to his stick side, controlling the man, whips the pony around beautifully here and sets sail back up the field by unloading that ball, looking for Manu. Manu looking to try and get onto it there, but he gets told to look after Juju and onto it. There goes Kelly. Kelly sends this ball up forward, tries to go near side up onto it, then stick side, looking to get back over onto this one here. Will be Kaku. Kaku sends the backhand. Trying to get onto it is Siru, but it is now picked up by Colombres. Colombres nicely flicks that one away out the side there to the clubhouse for Kaku Raja. Kaku checks up with Hawareche, then goes with the show and go and drops a mallet, and off he goes once again. Here does Kaku Raja. Araja looking to weave his way through the traffic here, comes forward, the pony kicks it, but it's shown probably a little bit too much of that one there for Siru, so he can come on it and steal it away here from Kaku. This is more like it. Nice, more open running game of polo. And coming up the field here is Siru, and trying to get back to him there is Aiden. But Siru keeping this pony running sweetly up the field. Now he just checks up and tries to come back inside and looks to control this play in. Towards the goal he goes this time. Goes under the neck and sends that one nicely in after just cutting the angle a little bit there. Very classy play there indeed from Siru Turi. You can see on the replay there, just checked it down. Blows his angle and then put that one away nicely there. So that takes a score. 4.5 goals it is now to Bin Dry. All 4 goals there being scored by Siru Turi. So umpire counts it down. Ball back into play. Into play off the back of the line. Out it comes. And it looks like coming away with this one here was Kelly. Near side play there by Kaku to try and get it away there. But it looks like it's Colombres. Colombres comes away here, avoids the hook from Siru and sends it out here now for Aiden. Aiden up onto this play. Aiden tries to straighten it up. Comes off it. Backhand comes in by Hawareche. Hawareche's backhand now to be picked up with the first time play coming up onto it there was Manu. But they had a bit of a tussle with Gowland. And we get a whistle on that play. It looks like the progression of players is going up towards the end of the field because the umpires have called Chukka. And so, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of Chukka number 1, it is 4.5 goals to Bin Dry, and Equity still looking to open their account. So until the players come back on the field, we'll just have a few messages and adverts from Polo Line. So welcome back here now to our Polo Line viewers. And we go straight to the penalty here now for Bin Dry. So Bin Dry comes up there, Suraturi, and puts that one away nicely through the goal. So goal number 5 on the board there for Suraturi and Bin Dry. And so the two teams come back to the middle of the field here now. An umpire lines the two teams up, bowls that ball into play it goes. Gowland comes onto it. Sorry, no, that is actually Kakuraja. Tries to control the play here. Now Gowland goes back there with Manu. Manu's backhand out into open space, and Suru comes in to try and pick this up here. Onto it comes Kakuraja directly in front of Haureche, and we get a whistle on that play. You can see on the replay coming through here now. So we end up with another penalty 4 in favour of Bin Dry. Sorry, just having a little bit of a technical issue with the microphone. And so Siruturi once again for Bin Dry. Comes up onto it, doesn't connect with his clean, quite like to do so. Just pulled away here now by Manu. We get a whistle on that play. In fact, Manu just dismounts off his pony here, but it looked like it was actually Kakuraja claiming that line. So the ball's now being brought up here for a midfield penalty in favour of Equity, as Manu looks for a change of pony. So sorry about that slight delay. We've got a slight technical issue with the microphone from Deepak at the moment. So it's actually Manu. Manu comes forward up onto it and tries to steal that one away. Here does Juju Columbus. Columbus gets up away past there from Haurechi, but Haurechi gets the better of the ride off and plays the backhand out towards the boards once again here for Manu. Manu looks to pick this up and go forward. He looks like he's got a man parallel to him in the form of Kelly. He gets hooked off out of it, so the pair that were parallel ended up leaving the ball here now for Equity, and it's actually Gowland trying to pick that one up, and he's left it behind here for Kelly. He says thank you, and I'll send that one up forward here because he knows he's got the danger man Oturi going forward, but the ball is spoilt there by Gowland. Takes the man, looks to pick it up on the near side, couldn't quite do so, looking to pick it up once again there was Gaku, but getting onto it. We get a whistle on that play as the bin dry players come piling through. So just got the whistle being blown there. So the umpire's now giving a penalty here. And it's going to be Kaku Raja. We're back. Kaku Raja sends that up, looking for Gowland, but Oturi just picks him up and sends a nice near side backhand lofted skyward. They're all looking for that one to come down, and it falls nicely for Haurechi, and Haurechi picks up the play and sends that forward. He's looking for Manu, but he just deflects off the pony, didn't quite get onto it, but it's now taken by Kaku Raja. All right, into a little bit of open space and looking to mount an attack here now for Equity. Comes through 2-3 players, but eventually it is going to be Haurechi. He blocks it and turning back round through into it is Kelly. Kelly working hard, goes with the next shot in towards the goal, but he's got a bit straight with it and trying to get up onto this one here with Colombres in there. Plays a nice little tidy tail backhand in across the face of goal. Haurechi to get up onto this first, looking for the backhand in towards the goal. He goes with that one there, but it goes wide. And so off the back line, it is Kaku Raja. Kaku takes it once, then puts this one out wide. He's looking for his man to get over to it, but they're all gone the opposite direction. It looks like it's Manu to pick it up and turn it and face it back in towards the goal here now. Comes in behind Aiden and then keeps this ball moving forward. But as he does, as he starts jiggling and playing with the ball, we get a whistle on that play. Kelly just having a quick word or looking for an explanation from the umpire. And we have a spot penalty in favour of Equity. And it is Kaku Raja brings this forward. Looks up this time to see where his players are, but most of them have gone straight down the field. And straight down the field they have, so they decide to use Aiden up the front door. Going back with him there is Haurechi. Looks to get onto the first play, but pushes it a little bit wide, and it allows Haurechi in onto the play here now. But that's Haurechi being swarmed on there by Aiden, and also joining the party, of course, is going to be Gowland. Turns, comes back, faces the other way, gets past the next man here there, but it looks like it is once again Kaku Raja. Looks to come and pick this play up here and sends that one out in towards the middle of the field, a little bit closer towards the middle of the field from the boards as Manu onto him once again and picking it up here. It is Kaku Raja. Araja going forward towards the goal. Araja coming in hard here now. Araja just controlling the play. He's got Kelly in front, trying to work his way through. He's got Siru there. The ball's left behind. And trying to get onto it there was Aiden. We get a whistle on the play. And they'll just have to look to see where the line of the ball was. And as we get that whistle, we're about halfway through the chukker, or just over halfway through the chukker. So therefore, they'll be calling for a free change. And umpire Wright making his way up towards the middle of the field here now, giving us a little bit of an indication of what they'll be looking for to start this chukker underway once again. And so ball's placed down for a midfield penalty. As Equity sort of, and also been drive, mounted up, change, coming back on. So yeah, chukker number 2, back underway once again. So, Siraturi has a quick chat with Manu there, but it'll probably be Harichi to bring this one in here now. But let's see what they decide. So Harichi bringing it back in here now for Ben Dry from the midfield penalty. Harichi leads into that one there, but it's going to try to stop it there to Kaku, but he gets through in the end to Siru. Siru coming forward. He's got Juju in front, so he goes with one little flick shot underneath the neck there, but we get a whistle on the play once again. The umpire's possibly feeling they're just infringing and loitering in a position of intent. And on the drone for our Polo Line viewers, we can see that, and the ball's dropped down here now. What looks like a penalty 3. 40-yard penalty in favour of Bendrai and Siru Uturu. Uturi, rather. To come around for the penalty here now. In fact, there's a penalty too, and he pops that one away nicely there. Does Siru for Bendrai. Down by Hyde. Looks to line these two teams up with the score now. 6.5 goals it is to Bendrai. And the ball into play off the back of the line, looking for its Kelly. Kelly looks to try and get hold of it. Tries to get away there from Colombres. He drops that mallet down. They're very well mounted. Is this Bendrai organisation? And Kelly coming forward onto this one once again. Kelly trying to jiggle that ball forward. Taps it once, taps it 3, 4 times, 5 times. And through the goal it is there for Facundo Kelly. Putting goal number 7 on the board there. Making it 7.5 goals it is now for Bendrai. You can see on our drone here that Kelly had to work quite hard down that other end of the field to make sure of that goal. And so the players come back to the middle of the field as it's counted down. The High bowls that ball into play. Into play it goes. Out. Still stuck in the middle there in a bit of a melee. Trying to get the little backhand there. Does Manu to try and send out Halreche. Halreche opens up the backhand, but there's a swarm of pink shirts going back onto it as Manu tries to get through. He's taken off out of it. It's now left here for Juju Colombres. Colombres goes back. It comes off the stick, of the back of the stick anyway over Turu, but he has enough time to quickly whip himself round and send it up here now for Manu. Manu looks to try and come up through past Aiden on that one there. Playing a little bit of advantage on this here. None coming from it. And therefore will end up with a whistle on the play. Just trying to let it roll on a little bit as much as possible. But no advantage coming there really for this Bendrai team. As Galran picked up the play and looked to try and come away with it from the attack of Bendrai. But the umpires had already made their mind up, so we have another short penalty here in favour of Bendrai. Comes in, drops the mallet down, puts it away through the goals there. Does Sirituri for goal number 8 for Bendrai. That's 7 goals scored by Siru so far here in this match. With the score at 8.5 goals to Bendrai it is. So, ball back into play. Into play it is. Out the back of the line-out. Kelly's wanting this. Sends a backhand. Looks to put that out into open space. Getting out there for Manu. Manu comes forward, but as he does, he comes there with Gowland, but he was unaware of the fact he had Kaku coming in up the line. And so really, he probably could have gone to the man, then gone near side. But it's very easy to say from here in hindsight, and it's going to be Kaku Raja to bring it into play once again. Kaku just taps it forward and brings it up to the primary in the form of Kelly. This time leans into that one and sends that one out the front door, looking for Aiden here now. But Getting in onto that one, there comes Manu, backhand, clearing it away from the danger zone, but quickly back onto it here is Columbus. Columbus, stick side, near side again. Tries to drag this ball forward, does, but in doing so properly shows too much of the long reach there from Siru. He couldn't get the next one, but it's sent away from the danger zone nicely again by Manu. Out here now for Kelly, flat chat down the field, up over the halfway line here now. Pony running beautifully. Lovely bit of horsemanship there by Kelly as he sends this ball goalward bound here now. Does Kelly. She was absolutely immense here. Just runs through and past everyone. But oh, he's over the top of that one there, looking for the backhand. Couldn't get the backhand. But this time it was finished off nicely there by Manu Perez, El Dano. And that will end the chucker, ladies and gentlemen. He goes forward. Couldn't finish it. Couldn't quite get a backhand. Good Aiden, but it's finished off nicely there by Manu Perez. And that there will end chucker number 2. And so the players will leave the field, change ponies, as will the umpires. And they'll be back out again for the second half of this second match here now, with the score being 9.5 goals is to bin dry.
So we'll have a look at some of these goals. Aiden Al Ahmed was there to finish that one, I think. Well, this was Aiden's goal here. Did great there to pick up the pass from Kaku. Had a lot of work here, but he's good at that. He's been practicing that on his one-wheeler. On the hand. Fermin Prado took control and got the win. Here we'll have a look at some of the goals. That was Hani Jabshir. Great effort from him. Picking up a pass from Badarello and slotting it through. That one was the golden goal scorer Fermin Prado for AM. Binker for Kiza on that little black horse, Petunia, scoring a great goal. The best playing pony in the 12 goal last year. That was one of those small mistakes capitalised on, coming from Pablo Urquiza. We come back from the halftime break with the innovative play of the match, Mayo Clinic breakthrough moments. And it's picked up again by Riglos. He cuts a shot across the middle of the field nicely. Running onto it again is Riglos with this white-faced bay horse. Sends it up to the front. Alajaji is doing well, opening up the back door, letting Riglos come running through it. Nicely done, silky skills as he taps it in the post, and that's a beautiful goal by Riglos. It looked like a solo goal, but his teammates did well to open up the gap for him.
So welcome back now, ladies and gentlemen, here to see if we can get underway once again. And hold on a moment, I'm just going to have to change some more batteries and change the microphone again. batteries. And the two teams back onto the field here now. Umpire right just managed to get mounted up after his Palaponi arrived for the umpire here now. And currently you see them over there in front of the clubhouse here at Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club. And the score had been drawing 9.5 goals it is. They started with a half-goal start. 11-goal team against a 12-goal team, but with excellently mounted, of course, as this Bindrai organisation. Mohamed Bindrai, unfortunately, unable to play because due to injury. We wish him a speedy recovery. So, two teams will line up here in front of the clubhouse. The second half of the match underway, and there it is, ball into play, out the back of the line now. Quickly picking it is going to be Haureche. Haureche this time straightens it up and pings it up forward, and gone up forward onto here now is Oturi. Oturi goes forward, looking to try to get close to him there. Is Colombres, just checks up on it once more, looks to cut that one in, but just gets a little straight on it, and out over the back line it goes. So, we have Equity to bring it back into play as Kaku goes long under the neck, trying to get this one out here now for Aiden. Aiden up onto it. Wristy shot, gets onto it, tries to pick up the next one, does, got a good eye for the ball. Haureche is going to have to go back with him. And he's going hard down the field here now, and he looks to straighten himself up over the top of that one there. Next coming in here is going to be Kaku, straightens himself up onto it. Siru's in there looking to swoop that one underneath the neck, but it looks like that ball is dangerously close to the back line and backed away here now by Kelly, opening it up here now for Siru, who's got a swarm of pink shirts all over him. So he goes out towards the left-hand side looking for a player, but nobody's there. And first to check up on this one here will be Golombres. Couldn't pick it up. Little backhand. Gowland comes onto it here now. Gowland in there. Yielding off it is Manu, sent up by Kelly. Backed into the throws once again. Kelly back onto it. Send the backhand. Picked up here there by Haureche. Just tops that one a little bit. And it's going to be here for Ali Gowland. Gowland comes in. Manu looks to spoil that play. Does so. Siru's next player onto it and sends it up there to the unmarked Manu. But he's wide. Can he go near side? And unfortunately, it beats him out over the back line. And so once again, on the back line, Equity. The Autodrone end of the field looks to bring this into play. Under the neck he goes with that one there. Does. Kaku out here now for Aiden. Aiden up on the play here with Haureche. Haureche looking to get the hook in. Tries to pick up the ball, but it's going to be Siru comes in. He's hooked off out of that one there. Manu comes in this time and plays a nice tail backhand out there. Looking for Kelly. Kelly comes in. Burns up past the man here now. Kelly gets hold of that ball nicely and straightens himself up onto it here. Does. Kelly's at a cute angle. Goes with a cut shot and a great angle there, but unfortunately, it just goes wide. Couldn't quite get the angle that he was looking for on that occasion. Once again, not really been able to get into the other half here so far in this chukker is Equity. And Equity on the play here. Sends it out here now. Does. Kaku out there looking for it is Colombres. Colombres looks to go and pick this play up here now. Colombres takes it away in behind. This time goes with a shot. Flicks that one up here now for Kaku Araja. Araja onto the play here. Araja's got Aiden gone forward. Sends it up. A beautiful passing play there by Kaku. Up for Aiden to get onto this here. Goes with a first time shot and sprays it out to the right hand side. And out over the back line it goes. We're about halfway through the chukker and they're down that end conveniently. So the umpires have blown the whistle now here for the players to quickly change as we're about halfway through. And so down at the bottom end there, the players quickly changing ponies and back out onto the field. Oh, we're bringing this ball in from a hit in from the back line by Bindrai's Baltata Haureche. So players quickly mounting back up and coming back out onto the field to get chucker number 3 back underway again. With a score 9.5 in favour of Bindrai. So, yes, looks like Bindrai have got themselves mounted up here now. And how ready to bring it back into play. So, players called, and it'll be Balthazar Haurechi to bring this into play here now. Comes forward, taps the ball up forward. Aiden comes in for the challenge. Beats the man there, does Haurechi. Haurechi can walk this ball nearly all the way up the field here, but he opts to go with the big one and bombs that one up the front door here now. Looking for Kelly. Kelly looking to come onto this one. Does so nicely. He's very straight on it. And he's got some wood onto it, so he might have to check up and look for the big cut shot and cut that one back in. So he gets away with the cut shot. But unfortunately, unable to get enough angle on that one, and out over the back line it goes. And so from the back line, it'll be Equities. Kaku Raj is bringing to play. Kaku taps it forward. Looking to his teammate Sark. Goes under the neck once more. This time, again, he is looking for Aiden. Haurechi going back there with him. Gets the hook. Couldn't pick up the play. Overshoots it there. Does Shuzu, but it's picked up here now by Kelly. Taking it deeper down, but passes it back there effectively to Haurechi. And Haurechi looks to unload that one, but just tops that one a little bit here. But managed to get back onto his own play once again and sends that one nicely over the top here. Once again, but he's looking for Manu, but first onto it will be a little next shot there by Kaku, looking to run this ball around the field, and onto it next will be Colombres. Colombres on the play here now. Colombres with Manu in there, just sends that ball up, looking for Kaku. Kaku just gets that ball, and unfortunately for him, you could hear the sigh. He knew it was going that way. And it just hops out over the boards. So ball's dropped down. And play for Balthazar Haurechi. Rims that ball up the field here now, looking for Manu, but it looks like first back onto it will be Gaulan. Gaulan, good tail backhand by him, strong. Taking it away from the danger zone out here now for Araja. Gone forward. First time play gone forward out there for Aiden. Aiden couldn't quite pick that one up as it came off him. And once again, just hops out over the boards. And players call for Haurechi once again. First time play, cuts that one in, sends it nicely. It's going goalward bound. It probably won't have the legs to go all the way, but it's going to be Gaulan. Turn that one away here now from Manu. Nice little show and go there from him. And gets that ball moving up the field here now. Looking for Adel Colombres, but shutting the back door once again and taking it deeper down his own territory, actually, is Haurechi. You see, though, he takes the man, picks the ball up nicely, and makes a turning play. Once more, checks, controls the man, comes back inside. The game's made easy on those horses. And it's sent out here now nicely for Siru. Siru passes out here for Kelly. Just falls a bit short. Couldn't quite get onto that one there. And next onto it here, there will be Kaku Raja. Kaku comes forward once again. Kaku Raja. Kaku running this ball himself. He's got Zuzu gone out there in front. He keeps himself moving forward in between the players. Goes over the top of that one there, but we get a whistle on the play. And so we've got a buried ball out there on the field. And so the two teams will line up for a ball to be thrown in from the inside out. Umpire Hyde bowls that ball back into play. Out the back of the line out it comes. Picked up here by Kaku. Sends the troops going forward. Kaku tries to send that ball through and over and up over the top. It goes in towards the goal there from Kaku Araja, but just shaving that right-hand goalpost. Just being denied that first goal was Kaku Araja there. As the score remains the same, 9.5 goals it is. Two been dry. Some 19 seconds on the clock, and it is going to be Haurechi to bring it back into play. Haurechi comes in, drives that one up forward here now, out towards the clubhouse side. Zuzu onto it, plays the backhand. The backhand falls for Kaku. Kaku turns and sets sail in towards the goal here once again. Kaku gets hooked off out of it. Sounds like the first hooter has just gone rather effortlessly, and it sets down the backhand by Haurechi, now picked up here once again. Kaku Araja looking to walk that one all the way through, opening up the account here now for Equity at the end of Chukka number 3, ladies and gentlemen, with a score being 1 goal it is for Equity. 9.5 been dry. And so the two teams will leave the field of play, and we'll go to some adverts and messages here now from Polo Line before we come back for our 4th and final Chukka in our second match of the EMAAR Cup 2026.
Polo Line TV, we can have a look at some of the goals. Prado there slotting it through. I don't know how many they missed, but not many. A&M, they just had a phenomenal day of polo. They made it look easy. Look at here, Okiza, Pali Okiza taking out Lukine and putting that one through on the near side. Really, really good goals. Every chance just about went in. It was their day, A&M, but they've made a statement. They're here to win. And Giga.
So, welcome back here now to our Polo Line viewers. We're about to get Chukka number 4 underway here in our second match this afternoon in the EMAAR Cup 2026 between Bindrai and Equity. So, ball bowled into play, out the line out it comes here now. Looking to pick it up is Manu. Manu goes away around the front of the line out here, substituting in here today for Mohan Bindrai, but now picked up here by Suru. Suru, rather, just lines that one up, looking for Manu, but back to this one quickly here now. Will be Aiden. Aiden opts to take this one around the field here now. Aiden checks up on the play. Aiden, once again, fortunately, couldn't quite control that one, and Manu manages to pick it up. He looks at the backhand, couldn't get it off, but it's now helped out here by Manu. Manu again. Manu onto the play. Manu goes for the little weighted shot in towards the goal. Just a little half swing, but it just falls short, and out wide it goes. So the score remains the same, 1 to 9.5 it is, and the ball's on the back line here for Kaku Araja to bring into play. Kaku, across the face of goal. A couple of players go out there on the run. Half cuts that one out of the play. There does Kelly. Siru gets a bit of it, but it's sent up here now by Gowland out here. Once again for Aiden Kitmawi. Out the front here we go here with this one. Kitmawi left behind for Gowland. Getting over to it, though, is going to be Juju Colombres. Colombres. Been marked hard by Haurechi, leaves it for Kaku. Kaku sends that ball up over the top, looking for the players going forward, but it's well stopped there by Kelly. And Kelly looks to avoid the hook from Juju and opens up down the field here now, but going with him there is going to be Gowland. Gowland and Kelly. Kelly gets a good centering shot in there towards the goal, But it looks like that one's gone down further towards the corners, as it is going to be. Out over the back line. And so Kelly just quickly hopping from one to the other. And the ball's been brought back into play here now by Kaku Raja. Kaku sends that ball up forward here now, trying to get out there. Gowland looks to try and weave his way through the traffic and gets that one out the front there. He's looking now for Aiden, but he can't get onto it, and Siru does. Siru goes to a nice backhand, running onto it well, though, is Haureche, but he's blocked off out of it there by Juju, and it's sent forward by Manu, or not as the case is. He got hooked off out of it, and Gowland's over, and Siru picks this one up here now. Siru checks up, comes back inside and centres that one back into the danger zone towards the goal. It's going towards the goal. It's going, and it looks like that one's gone through the goal. He's just getting those goals from all over the field out here this afternoon. Is Siru Turi putting them into double figures here now. You can see on the replay here now, just from a long distance out. Just no mistakes there from Siru out here this afternoon. The two teams come back to the middle of the field. And it looks like we have a player off, just quickly changing. And so, ball's back into play. Picking it up here, Kaku. Kaku comes forward. Kaku on the play once again. Kaku Raja looking to run with them. Going back here now is going to be Haureche. Gets past Haureche on this one here. Looking to run it back through towards the goals here. Looking on the other side is Aiden, but Kelly slips a little backhand back to the boards again for Manu, but it's backed in by Juju. Stopped in the play and now picked up here. Hopefully by Gowland. Gowland picks up this play. Ali Gowland stems himself back up towards the goal once again and tries to come forward. He's got Siru in front, so he goes with a long shot in towards the goal. It's half cut of the play there by Manu, and now picked up off the back line, and low, it had gone wide out over the back line as Haureche tried to come in and keep that one in play. And so we have a corner. A hit from the 60-yard line where the ball went out over the back line. And players just quickly changing here. 3:21 on the clock. 10.5 to 1 is the score. And so the ball to be teed up here for Equity by Kaku Raja. And so it looks like the teams are all mounted back up again. It's a corner, but nobody seems to be wanting to be taking it, so Aiden's being given the pleasure. Aiden Ketmawi. Aiden gets hold of this one. He strikes it very well indeed, and over the top of the players it is. But unfortunately, it looks like it's just gone wide. Out to the right-hand side, but a really good crack there by Aiden. And so it'll be Haureche to bring it back into play. Haureche sends this ball up forward here now. Looking there for Kelly. Kelly settles on it, looks to try and send it up for Siru. Gets another bite of cherry and sends this one out here now. Just stopped there by Manu, and the next person onto it with the pink shirt there of Kaku. Kaku Raja turns, faces back into attack once more, just holds it up enough to try and get his players to get forward. But it's going to be Columbus to try and get up onto it on his near side. Does so, near side, stick side. But to tidy up once again here is going to be Haureche. Just lets the ball settle. The pony calmly settles for him, and he sends that one out now for Siru. And Siru fizzes that forward once again. I'm trying to get back onto this first will be Gowland. Gowland looking over his shoulder. Goes to the backhand out towards the side. Gets in onto it there, does Manu. Pops it out the air once again, does Manu. And again, after the bounce comes Manu Perez Altuna. Manu, over the top of that one there. Can he get back nice side in front of Kaku? Yes, he does. In comes Gowland. They just cancel each other out, and it's now left here for Kaku Araja sends it out wide there. 4. Aiden looks to pick it up on his near side. Does so. Gets back onto his stick side once again, but couldn't quite pick it up. But it's fed forward to him once more here by Kaku, but falls a bit short, and it's going to be Aurici. Picks it up, and then comes once again Juju Colombres to try and feed up onto this play. And we get a whistle on the play. As Cyril is actually coming back onto the field from changing ponies. And the play turned back towards him. And so the ball will be picked up here now by the umpire. I move forward for a shorter penalty here now, in favour of Equity. So the ball. And the penalty here now to be taken by Aiden once more. From the penalty 2 spot. Comes up to this nicely and absolutely roofs that ball up into the Villas. And through the goals it is for goal number 2 on the board there. For Equity, taking the score 2 goals to 10.5 here in chugger number 4. And a minute 25 on the clock left to play. So with 1:10 on the clock here now, and the ball's bowled back into play. Manu tries to pick that up, but it's now picked up here by Aurici. Takes it forward, takes a beautiful backhand at the top of the bounce, out towards the boards, but hopping out over the boards it is. And we have 54 seconds left here to play as the ball is dropped down for Kaku Raja to bring into play. Kaku. Nice little weighted pass out there, but falls a little bit short of Hayden, so he gets up going further forward and looking to pick this one up here, but Siru has other ideas about it and pops a little backhand trying to pick it up there. Does Colombres. Colombres goes under the neck, swoops that ball in towards the goal, and through the goal it is there for Equity. Let's have a little look at our replay here now. Taking the score, 3 goals it is to Equity, 10.5 for Bindrai. And so the two teams have realised there's not going to be time to get this ball back into play. And so they congratulate and thank each other. And there goes the hooter, ladies and gentlemen, for our second game of the afternoon in the EMAAR Cup. Running out the winners, Bindrai over Equity Polo. And so we'll just go to a few of the best goals here now. And there's a very happy Bindrai team indeed. And so the best goals coming out through here. That one there just put through by at the end of that chugger. And here going forward, Kelly had a cracking run here. Couldn't quite control it at the last minute, but you see Manu just following that all the way through and home. Kaku thought that he had something on it, but probably enough distance. And that's, again, the same one from Kelly. Oh, no, sorry, I do apologise. That was not the same one, but here you see Siru just came in behind the players and just shortened his angle and put that one through nicely. And this here got flicked up forward, past the goals. Nice backhand there by Siru Turi. And up onto this here, the Siru Turi. It looked like it was going to yield off to the left-hand side of the goalpost, but it snuck inside that goalpost, so he'll take that one. Thank you very much indeed. And so, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much from myself, Adam Snowden, and Powerline. We'll be back with you shortly for our third match here this afternoon in the EMAAR Cup 2025.